Sophie was an ambitious young woman with a busy life in the city. Her job was demanding, requiring long hours and constant attention to detail. She had little time for anything else besides work, and this often left her feeling overwhelmed and stressed. One day, on her way home from work, Sophie saw an older woman who appeared lost and confused. She initially ignored her and hesitant to help, so she just passed by the old lady, but suddenly realized something not right, ignoring the situation, so she went back. Sophie approached the woman and asked how she could help. The woman explained that she had become disoriented on her way to the grocery store and was not sure how to get back to her apartment. Sophie knew exactly where the store was and offered to walk her there. As they walked, Sophie discovered that the woman's name was Mrs. Hernandez and that she was a war veteran who had recently been discharged from the hospital. She had no family nearby, and her sight was poor, making it hard for her to take care of herself. Sophie was moved by Mrs. Hernandez's story and knew she had to do something to help. She started by offering to bring groceries to Mrs. Hernandez's apartment each week and also helped her organize her bills and healthcare needs. Sophie began to visit Mrs. Hernandez every week, and soon they became good friends. They would play card games together, watch movies and talk about their experiences. Sophie realized that helping Mrs. Hernandez made her feel good too, and that by being kind to others, she was also being kind to herself. Sophie began to look for other ways to help people in her community. She volunteered at the local homeless shelter and organized a toy drive for underprivileged children. As she got more involved in the community, she discovered a sense of belonging that drove her passion for kindness deeper. Sophie's acts of kindness did not go unnoticed. People in her community started to recognize her efforts, and many began to follow her example. Soon, the city became a more welcoming and compassionate place, all because Sophie had the courage to help one person in need. From then on, Sophie continued to spread kindness wherever she went, proving that even small acts of kindness could make a big difference in people's lives.